Hello everyone! In this video, I will be covering the combat basics in PGR, so strap in and hopefully this video will get you ready for the global launch this summer. The topics I will be going over are attacking with orbs, orb combos, simple character role explanation, dodging, and the matrix effect. I'll also briefly gloss over a QTE mechanic, which basically summons one of your standby characters to support, like doing an attack, debuff, or heal. First things first, let's go over the basic attacks. Every character has a normal attack, core passives, which I will not go super in depth in this video, and 3 color orbs, which consists of red, yellow, and blue. The different colors also represent different active skills. When you are attacking enemies with normal attacks, you will gain the different colored orbs randomly. These orbs do not have any cooldown, so you can basically spam it to your heart's content as long as you have them. Keep in mind that the maximum amount of orbs you can possess at the same time is 16, so don't be afraid to deplete them as you fight. Casting the orbs can be named as 1 orb, 2 orb, or 3 orb combo. So what does that mean? Basically, when you have 2 or more orbs of the same color lined up together, you can cast them together, which we call it 2 orb combo. So when we cast the 3 connected red orbs, we call them 3 red orb combo, which also increase the attack of a skill. A technical skill to note is, if there are 4 connected orbs of the same color, you can press the leftmost one to deplete only one of that color. This is very useful if you are in a matrix effect, which I will go over later in this video. In this game, there are 3 types of characters, such as attacker, support, and armor type. Attackers, as their name suggests, have higher damage than other characters of the same combat power, so it's basically a DPS. Supports are basically just for heals, buffs, and debuffs, but they can also do damage. Armored are tanky and are used to destroy enemies' shields and weakening the enemy. You can switch between 3 characters that you brought in each battle, which you can form yourself to bring synergy within your team. So basically, if you're at critical health, you can switch into another waifu or husband to assist you. Also, this brings us to the topic of core passives. Every character in this game have their own unique ability called core passive. For example, Red Lotus can activate her core passive after using any 3 orb combo. Then using a red orb, you will be able to use her core passive, which is dual wielding sword for a certain amount of time. And this time you are able to do more damage and also look like an anime heroine. Another important note is that when you switch to another character, they will come in with an attack that counts as a 3 orb combo. In the case of Red Lotus Lucia, she does the 3 red orb combo. We can immediately use another red orb to start her dual wield core passive to start hacking away at enemies. This can also come in very handy, so make sure to take advantage of it in battle. Next, we will go over dodging. As the name suggests, when pressing the dodge button, you are able to evade incoming enemy attacks. The dodge button will tell you whether or not you can still evade. Notice on the screen you can see the meter getting depleted as I press the dodge button. The outline meter indicates how many dodges you've used up. And when you depleted all your dodges, it will display a red outline like this. So be sure to pay attention to the outline meter so you can keep track of how many dodges you have left. You can only dodge twice consecutively before you are put into an internal cooldown of 0.5 seconds, where you are unable to dodge regardless of what the meter shows. Now we'll go over the matrix effect. Another important visual on the dodge button to note is that the special effects in the middle of the dodge button indicates that you are able to go into the matrix effect. When you successfully do a well-timed dodge, you will enter the matrix effect and slow down enemies. Keep in mind that you can only go into this effect once every 12 seconds. The cooldown, however, doesn't share between characters, so you can switch to a new character and proc the matrix effect while the other characters are in cooldown. Be sure to take advantage of it because it will make your fight much easier. So, you might ask, what's the benefit for entering the Matrix effect? Is it to just slow down enemies while you can freely jab them with a sword? Good question. When you're in a Matrix effect, the queued orbs will light up, and the first attack within an orb of any color will count as a 3-orb combo effect for the color you used. For example, in this clip, I'm in a Matrix effect and there's a single orb. When I depleted it, that counted as a 3-orb combo, and you can set up combos like these to use your character's core passive. Like I said earlier, when you have 4 connected orbs of the same color, you can press the same one on the very left to only deplete 1 orb of that color. This is particularly useful if you only need to use one specific color, especially when you're in Matrix. So in this scenario, I am in a Matrix effect, and I have 4 yellow orbs connected, and I use the leftmost orb so it will only deplete 1 yellow orb instead of 3. Therefore, I conserved my orbs for another combo setup as shown in the video here. Lastly, I'll explain what QTE is. Before we begin, I'm going to first show you guys the character configuration screen. The middle position indicates red, left blue, and right for yellow. This will be factored in when we go into the game and look at the character's portraits, which indicates the color that they have to summon for the QTE. QTE is, to put it simply, support skills that your character use after you use a 3-orb combo for a specific color. In my current setup, I have Leave configured as blue. Therefore, when I use the 3-orb combo, the icon for Leave will flash, indicating I can use her QTE skill. After I press on her icon, she will come out to the battlefield to use her QTE skill, which heals a certain amount of radius and does physical damage to enemies within the same radius. When using the QTE skill, you won't switch into the character, so you are able to attack while the corresponding character does the QTE skills. There is a cooldown to the QTE skill for each color as well, so when you finish your QTE, the character's icon will no longer show any color, signaling that you are in cooldown. PGR is all about utilizing your orb combos and core passives, while micromanaging and getting used to how your orbs work. This game, in my opinion, is difficult to master and has a decent high ceiling, which is very rewarding after getting used to the mechanics. I hope this video helped you out getting the gist of the basic combats in preparation for global release. Feel free to ask any question down in the comments below and suggest what videos you would like to see. I am planning on making more useful videos to help beginners get into this game, and as global releases, I'll be making more videos going over what to do, so be sure to subscribe to not miss out. Thank you for watching.